Hey, what's up guys? Zircom here with Get Some Elite Gaming, bringing you a game of Hardpoint that I played the other day. Did pretty well, ended up going 40-2 on this game. I'm not really going to be talking about the gameplay much. I wanted to kind of discuss a challenge that I had kind of put on myself. I guess we could call it a Black Ops New Year's resolution. And that is to get the nuclear calling card. And this was kind of my first kind of try-hard attempt at getting it. And I realized, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, but my guess is that you cannot use kill streaks to get the 30 kills that you need to get that nuclear calling card. That they all have to be, you know, gun or knife kills. So I'm gonna have to kind of change my strategy up a little bit, and I kind of wanted to talk about some of the things that I'm doing, you know, strategy tips, loadouts, as I'm gonna try to get this a calling card. So the first and I guess most obvious thing is that it's gonna have to be a objective-based game like Domination or Hardpoint, where you can get a lot of kills without those kills actually affecting the end score. So I'm liking Hardpoint right now. I think it's a little bit it keeps people moving around a little bit, and I think that then there's a lot of ways to flank people and get some high kills. Domination, obviously, if you're good at Domination and if you have a good team that knows what they're doing, they can spawn trap. But I personally, I'm more of a fan of Hardpoint. As far as weapons, I really like the submachine guns as kind of a try-hard class. The two that I'm really liking right now are the MSMC and the PDW. Both of those have the same damage profiles, but operate a little bit slightly differently. I really like the MSMC, and one of the biggest advantages of the MSMC is that rapid fire has a much bigger advantage on that gun than other submachine guns. So if you're running rapid fire with that gun, it's going to give you more of a benefit. The other gun that I'm really liking right now is the PDW. The reason I really like this for objective-based gameplay is because of that large magazine. And, you know, oftentimes if you're flanking somebody a position or holding a position, you're going to get 2 or 3 guys coming at you at once. And having that large magazine is a real advantage. I think that it's pretty critical to run suppressor if you're kind of doing a try-hard game. Just because I think people now that the Call of Duty games are getting a little bit older, people are pretty good about paying attention to their mini-map, and they kind of swarm to people anytime they see that red dot pop up. So I think suppressor is pretty important. The PDW, it's only disadvantage with the larger magazine is a little bit slower reload time. So sometimes I'll put primary gunfighter on and throw on fast mags, or you can even throw on extended mags, and you really never have to reload unless you completely run out of all of your ammo. As far as perks, I prefer Blind Eye over Ghost or Lightweight. With the submachine gun, I really don't think that Lightweight is as necessary unless you're running like a Capture the Flag or something like that. But if your objective is to kind of go around and flank them, I don't think Lightweight is as critical. And I really get annoyed sometimes with hunter killers and some of those low level airstreaks. So personally, I'll run Blind Eye. I think Cold Blooded has a pretty big advantage right now because I've seen a lot of people using the Target Finder attachment. and I think that's probably its biggest advantage. I don't see as many people using dual bands or MMS, but I think that it's a good way to counter those target finders. And then finally, I usually always run Dead Silence. In recent years, I think that sound whoring has gotten more and more prominent, which I actually have no problem with. I mean, you're taking advantage of an element in the game, but I think that having that dead silence, especially if you're wanting to go around and flank people, is pretty critical. As far as some of the grenades or tactical things that I use, I'm really liking the EMP grenade. One of our other clan members kind of started recommending that I use that, and it's pretty good for a couple reasons. You can get EMP assists on anybody that it gets hit by, so that's a bonus. But then also, it's really good at destroying sentry guns, at destroying AGRs, any of those kill streaks. It's just really good at doing that. So I've recently been doing a lot of running with the EMP grenades. I like frag grenades personally. I like the ability to cook them. I'm not as big on the C4 and Semtex. C4 is fun, but I think it's just it's gimmicky and more situational. I think the frag grenade, you can cook it to any time to serve any purpose that you want. So I really like that. The other thing that I'll occasionally use is the Black Hat PDA. Just because there's a huge advantage of being able to, take out some of those low streaks like the UAVs and even hunter killers if you're fast enough. And in my opinion, there's been a few YouTube videos out there showing the comparison, but in my opinion, it's more effective a lot of times than running with a launcher. So I think that's a pretty good tactical option. As far as the score streaks, obviously now that I know, or at least I assume, that you can't use lethal score streaks to get the nuclear calling card, I'm probably gonna just run with UAV and orbital VSAT, and then probably EMP. So anyways, that's kind of my New Year's goal or New Year's resolution. Try to get that nuclear calling card. I know there's a lot of guys that have posted videos on them getting it, and so if I do get it, I will definitely post a follow-up video, let you guys know what tactics seem to work well. If you guys have any tips or tricks or things that you've experienced yourself on how to go for these high kill streaks without dying and staying alive, let me know, and leave your comments below, and we'll see how this goes. I also want to invite you guys to check out our website, getsomeelitegaming.com. We kind of took a little bit of break over Christmas, but we are working on putting up some gun videos for Black Ops 2. We've been posting all sorts of new content. We're going to be doing a ton of stuff as soon as the new DLC comes out on January 29th, so look for that. Lots of cool information. We got some great guys on our clan that are putting together some good content and articles, so definitely check that out. GetSomeEliteGaming.com. So here's the final score: 250 to 109. We kind of stomped on them. Like I said, my score was 40-2. It really wasn't that great though, because as I started getting some of the higher kills, I was not playing the objective as much. One of our other clanmates, Calme, actually ended up with the top spot, 11 freaking captures, so that was pretty awesome. So anyways, guys, Zercom here, and I will talk to you guys later.